must meet the required constitutional threshold. President William Ruto's announcement of a partial cabinet Friday has met a bag of mixed reactions, with some Kenyans applauding the reappointments, while others calling for a complete overhaul with new faces. KTN's senior political affairs reporter Daniel Kariuki has more on the latest concerning the cabinet appointments.
It was dance after the storm for Alice Wahome at her home in Murang'a after President William Ruto retained her in her lands ministry.
It's not a privilege, but it's a big honor, it's a big responsibility, and I appreciate and confirm and commit my personal commitment to the job, and there is nothing to take for granted about.
The newly nominated CS rejuvenated, but even as she welcomed the reappointment, what she did not know is the civil society have threatened to seek legal redress should she and 5 others, Professor Kithure Kindiki, Eden Duale, Rebecca Miano, Davis Chirichir, and Soipan Tuya, go back to the office.
The appointment of the 6 nominees is unconstitutional insofar as they do not meet the requirements of Chapter 6 of the Constitution of Kenya.
The President and Parliament continues to ignore Kenyans. We will not hesitate to move to court to ensure that the Constitution is strictly upheld.
A section of civil society groups have warned they may be heading to the court should the new cabinet not meet the constitutional threshold.
We are going to scrutinize, their credentials individually, but we would have expected the president to say these are the criteria that he'll be using from now on, including track record, including accountability.
Appointment of the cabinet must adhere to the constitutional values that we have.
But even as the groups warn of legal actions ahead, a section of the clergy have welcomed the president's move to reconstitute his cabinet and have called on Kenyans to allow the head of state to conclude the process.
During this period, we ask patriotic Kenyans to remain calm and peaceful as we await the outcome of the vetting panel. We also plead with the demonstrators to take a step back and call an end to the demonstrations as their wish was granted.
We want to take this opportunity to thank our children, the Gen Zs, for making their feeling known by exercising their democratic right on the peaceful demonstration.
This, as a section of students leaders also welcomed the first 11 of the cabinet announced by the president.
We want to congratulate him that he accepted to withdraw the finance bill and again send home the cabinets. Now we are requesting him to kindly send home those 6 old faces.
You said you fired the entire cabinet, you dissolved the entire cabinet secretaries. Dissolving on the grounds of incompetence. You cannot tell me that you fired somebody the other day, today is back competent. Where did they go to school?
Questions have, however, continued to dominate on if the 6 CSs retained will be vetted afresh by the National Assembly or they will just go back to the office. Daniel Kariuki, KTN News, Nairobi.
Meanwhile, Deputy President